Every great creative work stands on the shoulders of giants. Welcome to RetroInspection, where we examine and find out where the things we love today came from.
So I think Stan Lee is credited as saying that the Scarlet Pimpernel is the first superhero. I disagree. I
I would too. And there is. Oh, sorry. You first. You first.
um I think the first superheroes were the pantheon of gods. That
Yeah. Well, actually,
um
shit before them, Gilgamesh and Enkidu,
right, but I mean they were
Sumerian.
religious figures anyway, so they were gods, right? I think when we look at superheroes, they first came from gods. However, I think what he was getting at, and I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know, and we can't ask Stan,
No. Well,
rest in peace.
get the
Um,
planchette maybe.
well, we could, but I ain't messing with that damn.
With that
I
devil
ain't messing with that damn board, the devil board. Uh, I think he meant that he was a superhero in the vein of the Batman or
Okay.
those kinds of characters.
Long before, see the term, we don't get the term superhero really until at least the late 1940s. What they were called before that were mystery men. And so the Pimpernel is 100% in the vein of Zorro, like I said, Dick Turpin, another Penny Dreadful character who was based on incidents that supposedly happened in real life, but they eventually turned him into a form of mystery man and superhero, was Spring-Heeled Jack. These were incidents supposedly in real life. There were numerous reports of like a guy with a messed up face, but he would like jump around and sometimes he killed people. If there were an actual historical Spring-Heeled Jack, he was like an early serial murderer, but then sometimes he would just smack people around and laugh at them and scream in their faces and jump over their heads and bound, thus the Spring-Heeled part of his name. He had astonishing leaping ability, supposedly. He gets transmuted. That's in the 1830s. About 30 years later, in a Penny Dreadful novel, he gets transmuted into an essentially super-powered vigilante protecting people and fighting criminals in the murk of London. And you can't buy that. Well, you can buy that book, but it's only available in Dead Tree, and it's $30 fucking on Amazon. I've looked for it. It is not in electronic form, or if it is, I haven't found it anywhere yet. But it's like Varney the Vampire. It's like 600 pages long because it was serialized in its original form, and they were sort of doling it out over years. And once collected, it's at some point, I think we've talked so much smack, we're almost going to have to read Varney the Vampire someday.
And Spring-Heeled Jack.
Well, if it's ever available in a form that's not going to send us, to the poorhouse to get Varney the Vampire, I own that because that comes in all those 99-cent like horror compilations, those Kindle, things. I mean, I have it in the same book as Dracula.
So if we're going to connect Pimpernel to superheroes as we think of them, he's more a ground level superhero like Batman or Daredevil
or all of the guys in the 30s, like the Sandman, the Atom. There were a lot of guys that would just put on a mask and go around beating up bank robbers.
He's a guy possessed of great strength and skill and agility and incredible intellect and
can fight. He's good with a sword, all that. Yeah.
He is everything you'd want from a hero. So if we're going to connect one more directly, it's got to be Batman. So as we're on our way for all of the inspirations for Batman, this has got to be one.
The chain that we have established, I think, at this point is Scarlet Pimpernel, Zorro, others, Batman. At the far end is Batman.
And the reason we say this is that, the creators of Batman were living in a world where Baroness Orczy was alive and still writing. I think, how many of these novels did she write?
19, the last of which appeared in 1940. She lived until 1947. Died in Oxfordshire.
So the line is clear. These guys were well educated. These were pulp novels.
Yeah, this was the popular literature of the day. She was, hell, I don't, I mean, she was the Janet Ivanovich of her era, where she had like a cajillion books and sold them by the truckload.
And who would she be today? Who is the woman who writes the Scarpetta novels?
Oh, jeez, I can't remember. I never got into them. You want me to look it up?
Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
She's
not invested.
No comment on the Scarpetta novels.
No.
I'm sure they're fine.
The Bones novels.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, repost, share everywhere. To see what else we're up to, visit xynobooks.com, xenobooks.com.